Where? Oh, there we are. What's up, ladies?
Hello.
Yoo! Hey, what is up?
Nothing much. Are we ready for the final Bam Margera freaking
Lord. Yeah,
I'm so ready for it to end.
so.
We were just saying, oh my god, we're so over this almost. Like,
oh my god! But we became Bam Margera A-loggers, you know.
Yeah, we done did it. We gotta commit now, but
Oh, okay. Well, the only thing I can say is, I'm actually kind of happy this is done. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Mhm.
that we know of, right?
Oh,
Like we don't know if she's gonna put out a fifth one or if there's something else is gonna happen. Like it's just something that's just never ending at this point, really, because there's always
True.
something that's happening with him. So, oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude. I am about over. I think it's more. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's more about her than the interviews itself. Because
Oh,
I think
yeah.
if it was someone who was actually putting him the task, it would be something different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I think if someone else was putting in the task, I don't think Bam would have wanted
Yeah,
to
he would've
talk
stuck
to
around.
them.
True. It's like a sticky
Exactly.
situation, honestly.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to sort of, was it, you got to, there's a long word starting with C, not complicit, I guess, with him. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the word, but I just literally just got up like
Compromise?
20 minutes ago.
Is it more like attracting bees with
Yes.
honey?
With honey instead of vinegar.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
All of that situation. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so it's 45 minutes long. Are we ready to start?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Grab your snacks, grab your drinks.
Did you ever use
your
Lima's?
God,
last
stop.
cigarette?
I didn't want you to start already, lady. Calm down.
Yeah, coming in hot.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this shit on 1.25. Cut it on that. All right.
Yes.
Oh, she actually used the green screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
she did.
Green.
All right, I'm going to drop this down a little bit so people can see the,
Subtitles.
yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, there we go. We dropped it enough. All right, let me pull my chat back up. So irritating to do that. What's up, Miss Stripes? All right, and let's go.
Did you ever use Lima's virtual reality?
I did not understand it one bit.
So you thought that the regime that they had you on could potentially result in you losing your life?
Yeah.
You said you got to go back to LA tomorrow.
Hopefully, I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm really hoping to see Phoenix.
Aw.
Nikki, please.
Okay, he sounds a little bit better.
He does.
Okay.
He sounds better.
He sounds lucid.
Wait, what does lucid mean?
That
Like
is
awake.
actually awake.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to That Surprise Podcast. If you missed the first 3 episodes of this series, it may be helpful for you to go back and watch those before this one. So what you're about to see is the 4th interview that I did with Bam Margera. Now, 2 of the interviews did take place on the same day, but it was during 2 different sessions. So on Saturday, May 27th, 2023, I was minding my business. I was actually recording my music video footage for my new Punjabi song.
Oh no! Oh
I hate this. I hate it here. I hate it. I hate her highlights too.
It is available on SoundCloud, and the
no.
music video is now available. So make sure to stream that. Anyway, I was minding my own business. I had both my green screens up. I was
Whoa.
recording my music video.
We're going to make that our new intro.
No.
We need to review her music video when it comes
Yeah,
out.
I think we need to watch that.
Look, I already woke up from one nightmare. I don't need to be in another.
We're going to make that our new intro. Let's go. All right. Okay.
Fuck.
And
Oh,
little did I know, Bam Margera was texting me. So finally, like 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour after Bam actually texted me, I finally saw my phone. He was saying he was in Philadelphia. Now, this was over a week ago at this point, but he said he was in Philadelphia and he would be going to LA the very next day. He said he needed to come and talk to me again. There were some things that he wanted to say, and he said it was very important. He said, I want to say some really important things. I need to do another interview with you, and I do not know when I am going to be coming back. So it's very important. So even though I did have other plans, and usually I don't stop what I'm doing on a dime for people, I did think that it was important for transparency and journalism and all of that, for the public good and all of that, to allow Bam to say what he needed to say. What you were about to watch is basically what Bam wanted to tell y'all. Now, I do want to say, when he was texting me, he said, I am sober. I'm not going to be drinking. I'm not going to be larried up or whatever he said. You know, I'm paraphrasing right now. Obviously, I'm not reading the texts, but basically he assured me that he was not going to be drinking. The other interviews that you've seen on this channel with Bam, those were all at nighttime or in the late afternoon, evening time. This interview you are about to see right now happened in the broad daylight, right in the middle of the day. Bam.
Okay, I guarantee you, it doesn't matter what time of the day it was. Bam was on such a bender, you could have talked to him at 11 o'clock in the morning. He was fucked up.
Yeah.
So...
Came, he interviewed, he sat down with me for I guess about an hour, maybe a little less, and he left. That was it. Now, much like the last time I interviewed Bam, a bunch of stuff has transpired in the meantime since I interviewed him and right now. He has apparently been 5150'd in LA. He said he wanted to see his son Phoenix. Hasn't seen his son Phoenix as far as I'm aware, but they were tracking him down, and by they I mean his family was tracking him down with the help of the police using the GPS coordinates on his phone. Bam, you will hear him say in this interview that he feels hunted.
Wait, they can do that?
Yeah.
Down. He feels stalked and all of that. He feels like there's an insidious...
Like, they can legally do that?
What, you've never watched those, like, NCIS shows and stuff like that where they triangulate someone's coordinates using their mobile?
Well, yeah,
like,
no, I get that, but I mean, doesn't
they
he
ping
have
it.
to, like, break a law for them to do that? I don't know.
No,
like,
they
it's
think
a
he's
legit
nuts.
question.
Yeah, I think if they think he's like a harm to himself or
yeah,
somebody
danger to
else, that's
him.
all it takes.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
okay.
This reason behind these manhunts, I'm not saying that is the truth. I'm not saying it's not the truth. I'm saying that's what Bam says. So without too much further ado, I do want y'all to just hear it from the man himself. I don't exactly know what's going to happen with Bam. I don't exactly know what did transpire with Bam. I don't have any further information to share at this point, but let's get right into this interview. The footage was taken on Saturday, May 27th, 2023. Action.
Rock and roll.
Okay, Bam Margera, the man, the myth, the legend. All right. Beep. Whew, Bam, you're back.
I am.
So this time, you came actually prepared with your own notes and things.
Yes.
Let's do a couple preliminary questions out of the way.
All right.
What are they?
Okay, actually, Malarkins, you're right. If they think you may be a threat to someone or yourself, he did get on there and say he was going to smoke smoke crack till he died.
Yeah.
So that would be the danger to himself. So yes, that makes sense. Okay. That makes total sense. Yep.
Have you seen the other episodes
Hey, Jaded.
of the podcast that came out so far?
I have not.
Fantastic. So yeah, what you texted me earlier today,
Yeah.
and you said, I have to say something important.
Yeah. Well, I just want to get to the bottom. Let's just cut the bullshit and get right to the fucking bottom of it because a lot has been going on. First of all, thank you. I know you're jealous of my sneakers.
I am. Look at these. We're gonna get a shot with the camera after this. We have to get a full. You know what? We can stand up and take a picture in there in front of the green screen, with, like our whole outfit.
All right, so let's start with I flew home from being in California for about maybe 2 years, and then I was also in Florida for a couple of years on the Florida Shuffle bullshit. But I flew home without telling anybody, not my mom, not my brother. So when I showed up, it wasn't like welcome home. It was more, my mom was seriously like, oh, so when you guys leaving? Not how long you staying. It's like, F you is when I'm leaving.
Okay.
So my brother was acting like, well, welcome back and all this stuff. So I'm playing downstairs music with Jess, and it was attached to the GBL, his phone. So I'm like, yo, I want to play you this song you never heard of. Let me see your phone. So I start typing it, bling, it's a 3-way text, and my name is on it, and it's with the producer and the guitar player, and it says, we didn't know Bam was coming home. He's ruining our program. We have to find any way to get him back to California or even 302 him for no reason, pretty much. So I lost my shit. She comes over the very next day, and I'm sleeping, and Jessica's like, I would not be here if I was you. She's like, well, I have to verify that a pipe's getting fixed. Why can't the pipe guy say, FaceTime Abe, hey, I fixed it? What's she going to do?
No, they did not put Mario up there.
Oh my god.
That's actually kind of funny, not gonna lie.
You know how to fix a pipe. Hey, did you guys fix it? Yeah, we fixed it. Just FaceTime Abe and say it's fixed. You don't have to come over. So anyway, she's like, if Bam wakes up, he's going to be very, very, very angry. I would really leave if I was you. So then, when I get home, Jess's fridge is stacked to the hilt with fucking beer. And then I open up the freezer, and it's filled with Jägermeisters. Abe comes over to take it all away. So Jess gets to have all this alcohol, but when I show up, you take it all away? I'm a grown-ass man. I could just go to the store and get more, and I don't even like fucking beer.
It's very interesting how the standards are
But
applied.
who is my mom to come over my house and take my shit?
I have no answer to that.
That's the reason why I put her on Dr. Phil, is because she calls up my friends and says, don't tell Bamba what's going on at the house. That's why I went on Dr. Phil, because she manipulates my friends, forcing them in a horrible situation to lie to me or her.
It's a tough situation.
And then I went over to Carrie Getz's house because he has an 8-year-old named Olivia, and Isabel's 8, and they're 2 peas in a pod. So I grabbed Carrie's phone, and it went bling, and it was my mom going, don't tell Bam, but is Bam over there? And I'm like, screenshot, and I sent it to Ape after she just says, I never called anybody. I'm like, well, then what's this? And you're doing it again. You said, don't tell Bam, but is he over there? That's why I took you on fucking Dr. Phil.
She's still doing the same things.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
She's still his mama.
Doing the same things, yeah.
I mean, no matter what, yeah, like you said, Bunny, she's still his mama. Mama's always
she's gonna be worried.
Yeah, of course she is.
Terrible. Because I think she believes her own lies. I'm like, Ape, you called up my friends asking where I am. She's like, Bam, I did not call anybody. I'm like, screenshot, Jeb Cardi. Hey, don't tell Bam, but is he with you? No, he's not with me. Yes, I was. But anyway, Ryan G, is he over there? Oh, I don't know. And then Tim Glom, is he over there?
I feel like if it was me, I would feel very like hunted down or stalked or something. Not stalked like a legal allegation,
I
but just
feel
like
so hunted down and paranoid, but I have to be paranoid because they're really after me.
for what? Why are they doing it still?
They want to, I don't know what they want to do, but they want to like lock me up and throw away the key. And my mom keeps saying, Bam, we just love you to death. I'm like, yeah, because you're killing me. Why don't you love me to fucking life?
Yeah.
Oh my
Phil,
god.
who
What
never...
a little line.
Yeah,
That's a really good line.
that really is actually, yeah.
We would always
Yeah,
be
Ron,
friends.
you love
and always...
me enough to let me do dangerous things to myself.
You
Jeez.
see, it's such a sticky situation because it's a sticky situation because at one point, yes, he is an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But in another sense, he's doing shit to harm himself. And as a mother, I
Yeah.
can only imagine, I don't care if your child is grown or not, you don't want your child to hurt himself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's like it's almost like a catch-22, you know?
Yeah.
talk, but lately, every time I talk to him,
Mad
it's just a
Max.
fucking pep talk about how I'm a fat drug addict, piece of shit loser.
Your dad says that to you?
Yeah, it makes me feel real, real good. And then we have Jess, who's a fucking...
Now, of course, we're also just hearing his side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be like painted roses on his side. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Tweety bird.
Can we talk about Jess Margera's tweets?
I don't read Twitter, but people tell me all about it, that he's like on a rant tear.
He asked me publicly on my page on Instagram, are you the one who gave meth to Bam? He asked me if I gave you meth.
Yeah, you were upset that I even had a cup of wine in this house.
But if we're going to get mad at Jess, Steve-O, he did the same thing. He called me a loony lady and
Yeah.
implied that we were doing meth together. Steve-O, and millions of people saw it.
I don't remember Steve-O saying they were doing meth together. Because
No,
we
because
watched that.
watched that.
Yeah.
And that would be something that we would have pointed out. Like that, I don't remember that at all.
We would have. I swear to God, we would have called his ass out if he would have said they were doing meth together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember something about him calling her like loony or something.
Yeah,
but I
I
don't
remember
meth
the
part.
loony. Yeah, I remember the loony lady part. Okay, I can kind of understand that, but I don't remember him saying they did meth together.
No.
Because we would have called him out for that.
Millions of people saw that video of Steve-O accusing me of doing meth with you.
It's crazy because Jess said, like, there was a People Magazine article saying that Jess said that I'm on meth. I'm like, Jess, you talked to People Magazine about me being on meth, and I swear to God and on Phoenix Life, I'm not. I went to urgent care with my lawyer, got a piss test, and the results are negative. So you are fucking, you're getting evicted.
Bye.
So then, Ape, I
Yes.
go, Ape, I went to urgent care with my lawyer and the fucking meth results are negative, so up your butt with the coconut. She goes, well, you probably had Jessica piss for you. I'm like,
How do you even...
what? And if she did piss, they would know it's female piss.
Oh, would they? Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's what they said. I
There you
was
have it. I learn something new every day. This episode brought to you by the letter. They know if it's female when you piss.
then she's like, well, you probably bought fake piss. Yeah, I
Oh,
bought
please.
fake
My
piss.
God. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so
Like-
you passed the drug test. You weren't on meth, and
Yeah.
you're suing Jess for defamation.
Yeah, if I swear to God and on Phoenix the Wolf's life, you know I'm telling the truth.
It's almost like it's part of the setup, though. I mean, you saw the text. It lets 302 in. 302 is like a 5150, right? In
right.
just different states or whatever. So, let's say he's on meth. Let's start a rumor. And then
Exactly.
Steve-O repeated the propaganda
Yeah.
bullshit fake
Yeah.
news lie,
Yeah.
and millions of people have seen it.
Yeah.
What happened to your Instagram account?
Someone hacked into it and deleted it.
Who?
I don't know.
Do you have any theories? Who could it be?
Don't know. No clue. I mean, I have a couple ideas, but I don't really want to name names.
I want you to name this. So that's the question.
But if I'm fucking mad, then Ape automatically thinks Bam must be drunk or high or both. It's like maybe I'm just mad.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to rage out. Have you ever been in one of them break it rooms? You might like it.
Yeah, I actually have.
You like
Way to
those?
do that for VH1.
We should see if we can go to one.
Yeah.
Break some things up. But you got to go. We don't talk about this part. We can take it off now. But
Yeah.
you said you got to go back to LA tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are you going to LA for? We got to do over there.
I have to record a song with this band Cave, and then
Risk Phoenix is his son.
hopefully, I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm really hoping to see Phoenix, Nikki, please. And then I have to get my Bentley, and then I have to visit Danny Way in a wellness retreat. And then
Oh, you're doing one of those?
no, he is Danny Way. Let's just say it's that, but I'm going to support him. And
Oh,
then,
great.
And then I have to visit the shaman, of course, Mahatma Gandhi.
You saw
The
the
wizard?
shaman recently?
Yeah, he flew in 5 days ago to support my sobriety with his wife. And I've been staying on a 90-acre property pretty close to here in Doylestown with this pro skater named Ed Duff, who rides for Tony Hawk's company Birdhouse. And his dad owns Duff Electric, which like powers like 10% of Philadelphia or whatever.
That's
but they have a
awesome.
lot of land and 5 different properties and fucking Ferraris and shit. Dirt bikes is fun.
I wonder if they'll let me use that pink one for a music video or something.
100%.
I love that thing. We'll put a picture right here. Y'all can see it.
I spent $377,000 on the Lamborghini Murcielago, and I thought that fucking thing was fast. It was probably like 1,000 or something horsepower. I don't know. But this Audi R8, the pink one, it was
it's not a Ferrari?
2,200 horsepower. It was like,
2,200 horsepower.
and I always buckle my seatbelt behind me because I don't give a. But when he floored the gas, it was like, and I was like, oh, stop! Like, I was. It was fast as hell.
So you said the shaman came to support your sobriety.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that in general?
Yeah, and then he also, the main reason was to also go to my house, analyze the vibe, because he's really good with that, like
He's a vibe
feeling the
king.
flow and seeing if I
Oh
should
my
sell it or.
God.
Bro.
If I could get paid for analyzing vibes, that's like my new job.
That's like the
sign
dream
me
job,
up.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Just go in and fill out the vibes and
Yeah, where the flow is happening and all that. Yeah. Sure.
I think we can start that service. And we can make it international. You're in Australia. We got 3 different states in here. We can actually make this international. We can start doing that.
Yeah.
the
Go to
vibes
people's
are off
houses
here.
for vibe checks. Fuck yeah.
Exactly.
Way more lava lamps in here. The vibes are off.
Yes. I can see Buddy. Going to somebody's house going, listen, you don't have enough lava lamps in here.
Mm-hmm.
I need
That
at
is the
least
problem.
2 in every room.
How much I put into this thing. So
Yes, Malarkins. Malarkins says occupation, vibe analyst. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds official.
That does sound official.
Put that on my
Yeah.
business card.
I love it.
Yeah, hold up. Let me put that in my bio.
my mom says, Bam, you're not allowed to come over your house until the lawyers settle this. I'm like, well, Mom, if I come over for an hour with Naveed to show him the property, how are the police going to know?
I
Unless
just
you
had
call
an idea.
them.
You could sell that house.
Yeah.
And then buy the one down the street on the corner. It's a beautiful little house for sale.
Yeah.
Just live in Princeton.
Well, it's
There's
not.
no
It's an
TMZ
option
here.
to sell it. And when Naveed came, they pretty much Ape and Phil chit chatted with Naveed the whole time outside, and I don't even think he got to like see the recording studio or even my bedroom. Like he's supposed to look at it all, and they didn't let him go up. And
Oh, because he needed to do the vibe check.
So then Jess's tweets, Bambino on meth. Jessica has a new nickname called Methica. She's never even seen or tried that shit.
That's messed up.
She went to Glasgow University for criminology, like
Why do you think that's now her nickname for her?
because Jess been murphing it up.
Nobody was calling her that before Jess's tweets, in
Nope.
other words.
Nope. I mean,
Interesting.
Isabel might grow up and surf the interweb one day and find out that her name was fucking Methica.
She almost certainly will find that out.
She's
yes.
never even seen or tried it or even know what it is.
Why do you think Missy Margera is so invested in Isabel's?
I don't know,
well-being
but
or
for her
whatever?
to text me, she's almost like harassing me. I heard that Jessica had Isabel at a bar on Friday night. What kind of mother is that? We were in New Hope, out on the patio. She was at a grilled cheese and a fucking Shirley Temple while the sun wasn't even down yet. So it's like eating at a TGI Fridays.
It's a shame. I was holding out hope for Missy Margera, like thinking maybe she was like a real one somehow, but it seems like...
Well,
Wait, Missy Margera, I guess, is that his brother's... Who is Missy Margera?
Yeah,
I'm looking it up at the moment. So she was formerly married to Bam, so it's the ex. It's Melissa Rothstein.
I on MTV.
It
yeah,
might be.
in 2007. So
Yeah, I think that's the
possibly,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one he married on TV. I believe.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah,
not gonna
and
lie,
there was
I
a
loved her
performance-
wedding dress. Just saying.
Yeah, and there was a performance with Iggy Pop in there as well. Apparently, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one.
she used to be my high school sweet. I don't know what it is with her, but she's like harassing me nonstop. She FaceTimed me back to back to back 8 times today until I answered. FaceTime, end. FaceTime, end. FaceTime.
Yeah, because they were high school sweethearts. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She
Damn.
probably cares for him as she sees him spiraling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
of
she
course.
probably knows him more than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So sad.
That would be
And
so
what-
tough on them.
What'd she have to say when you finally...
She said you took Isabel to enter a hot dog eating contest in Essington. What kind of parents? I'm like, we went to support my fat friend Head because he was going to try to eat as many hot dogs
He
as
can eat a
possible.
lot. He
we
ate
were
our
going
whole
to cheer.
charcuterie
We were
board.
going to cheer him on. She was a crowd fan cheer. She wasn't in the contest.
Maybe she thought it was like gross and you shouldn't have a kid at the hot dog eating thing.
There was tons of. There was a moon bounce.
Mad Max is like, this is so cringe. I'm going to chew my arm off.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mad Max, okay, what you need to do is go get a lava lamp and put it beside the computer you're watching this on or the TV that you're watching this on. The vibes are off.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
all.
we'll send you the invoice later.
Yes.
Mhm.
That'll be $50. Just
Seems kind of weird to
paint
have that idea
and
whenever you're
free
someone who
water
married
ices.
Bam Margera,
It
though.
was a grand opening of Head's hot dog shop called Relish.
He has a hot dog shop?
Well, he doesn't own it, but he works there.
I was going to plug the hot dog shop.
Relish. It's called Relish.
Go to Relish, see Head. Don't ask him to do a hot dog eating contest. It will offend Missy Margera.
Well, I thought he was going to slam. See, I saw what the fuck is that crazy guy's name? The Nathan. You win $100,000.
It's
on
gross.
that.
It is disgusting.
But
I
this
don't
guy
wanna see
ate
it.
71 hot dogs. So I'm like, Head, you're gonna
That-
at least
what?
20. Head, I think he ate 2.5 and barfed. So then he got disqualified.
2.5 hot dogs? He didn't train.
Hell no.
So, you wanted to talk about what else?
Well, then I randomly said, yeah, the only time Nikki says I'm armed and dangerous. I never carried a knife ever in my pocket, and I've never fired a gun except with the rapper Lil Xan once in the Redlands. Well, I guess she didn't know who Lil Xan was. She thought I was on a little bit of Xanax firing guns. I'm like, no, it's Lil Xan, the rapper. I wasn't
Oh,
on Xanax. I
God.
don't take that shit.
Do not try at home. The
Right.
shooting guns on Little Xan. That wouldn't be a good thing to do.
But man, I never fired. He's like, you've been on Jackass. You've done all this crazy shit. You basically stuck a poker up to rip your dick off. You never fired a gun. Let's go to the Redlands.
Oh man, they used to have gun training courses through my school. You know, I went to school in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And they had, the 4-H.
Uh-uh.
It's like an agricultural club. Kids are farmers and stuff. But they would take you out like every weekend and stuff to bring you to the gun range and show you how to use them and gun safety and all that. It was very normal to me. And then I moved to Boston. I told people that, and they were like, "What?"
Yeah.
But yeah, they taught us all about it, and they were teaching us how to do it and things. And then when you turn 16, you get a rifle. And you're 18, you can get some. I don't remember the ages, but
Yeah.
they were using all the guns out there. So what about
So like
the lawyer? You want to talk about that
So
next?
yes,
or-
so because Jessica went to Scotland University Glasgow, she got Donald Trump's impeachment lawyer, who's a powerhouse, and
Is
he's
there a
like,
connection between Scotland and the?
no, she just did her research and found a really
Oh,
good
she's
lawyer.
smart. Is the okay? Got it.
Right. So her and the lawyer get along phenomenally because
Great.
she did her research like you, but but it's just the little things like all Jess said when I got home was it just kind of sucks, and then he would start. So Jess, what's the problem now? Well, it just kind of sucks,
Okay, I'm sorry, but even sober, he is still rambling.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
annoying. Yeah, I think that he's just annoying as fuck. Like, at his core, he's just an annoying person who never grew up, and then on drugs, he's 10 times worse, but sober, he's still bad.
Yeah.
always comes over on Friday, my daughter, and I open up the fridge, and she always likes this vitamin water, and now it's missing, and it just kind of sucks because I have to drive 4 miles down the store and buy another one, and 4 miles back. It just kind of sucks. You know what just kind of sucks? You kind of suck. So then, when I get back, we had a we had a little barbecue, just like a welcome back party, and I had
Thanks
probably
for the invite.
Probably, yeah, but I didn't know yet because I still didn't have a phone because some dickheads, I lost all my numbers. I had to get another phone. So I couldn't call many people except the ones
I'm
in
gonna
my
tattoo
head.
it on your neck next to Warren Boyd.
So I had like maybe 7 or 8 really close skater friends and 2 skaters from Florida that I didn't know, but they were like pros, so they were rad and I
Bonnie.
trusted them. Jess the next day says, yo, somebody stole my $500 microphone from the studio.
All right, just to let y'all know, I have this at 1.25, by the way. So if they're talking like
Yeah.
super fast, it's because it's 1.25. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
I'm
And
letting
also-
the chat know because
Yeah, and also like Bam has also got like a whole bunch of like medical and mental sort of issues. So like he has been on Adderall for like pretty much his whole life and
Yep.
stuff like that. So that's going to explain a little bit about how the way he talks and that sort of stuff too, and this thought process.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it must have been one of those dudes. I'm like, they would not steal
Oh,
from
please.
me. And not to mention, there's a camera right there. So let's rewind it and fucking see who took it. Because nobody even went upstairs except for me. I played a game of pool with 2 dudes one time, and that was it. The rest of the time, we were outside barbecuing. And as a matter of fact, you had more than 8 friends because you had a whole fucking band and Todd Yetter and so-and-so, and you had more rock band things at the barbecue than my skate friends. So anyway,
You should have asked him if he had renter's insurance. He should claim his mic on that policy.
Well, it gets better. So he said the camera wasn't recording, so I'm like, shit. So I go, I know what to do now. I'm going to call the 2 dudes that I played pool with because they were upstairs and they were the only ones upstairs. And they're the only ones that I didn't know. Everybody else would never do that. So I go, if you call someone out red-handed, then if you're on film, they have to admit it. There's no way around it.
Yeah,
Unless
totally.
you really didn't do it. Yeah. So I go, yo, man, I'm not home yet, but my brother said a $500 mic's been stolen, and we have a camera to prove it. And he said it was some dude with a red shirt. And last time I checked, you were the only one at the house with a red shirt, which was made up. And he's like, well, it must have been somebody else with a red shirt because it wasn't me. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be home in 10 minutes, and I'll know if it was you or not. He's like, go ahead and look because it ain't me. So then I called him back up. I'm like, I'm so sorry, dude. It was a different guy in a red shirt. So I called up the other guy with the black hat and the black shirt, and I said, yo, same thing. And he's like, well, it must have been some other guy with a black hat and a black shirt because once you get home in 10 minutes, you're going to find out it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't do that. I'm like,
There it
all
is.
right. And I called him back. So sorry, dude. It was a different guy with black hat. So it wasn't them.
You are crazy for that too, though. Is that
it's-
like doing those little investigations?
It's what they did was they came up with a plan to take their own mic and just throw it in their car and say, like, look, Bam's home for 2 days and we already have a $500 mic stolen. They took their own mic.
What's going to be the fate of
Just
Prince?
so they could bitch. Look, Bam's home and now skate friends are here. Now we have a mic on. This is bullshit.
Oh God.
Right. Okay.
I want to like punch my computer right now. This conversation is ridiculous. What is he? Okay.
What's going to be the fate of Prince's soundboard?
Well, no, it just kind of sucks, because we're trying to make rock band music and then the skaters skating and we kind of hear a bunch of ollies and shit. You can't hear shit from down there.
Oh my God, stop. He said you could hear a bunch of ollies in his recording studio.
Well, no, it just kind of sucks, it just kind of sucks. You keep saying that all these bands rent the place, but last time I checked, your band Sovereign Eagle did a whole entire album, followed by CKY, whole entire album, followed by Nate Bergman, who sings now for CKY. So I bet you 100% that all that was free. Why would you charge your own band?
So the
When you live
people
there?
that were texting him about the 302, it was people that you're in a band with, or it was a different band he does recording stuff with?
It was the producer and a guitar player.
From CKY?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just a guitar player.
Just
But-
some guy,
Yeah.
some rando trying to lock you up so he could get in your house.
Yeah, because I'm ruining their program.
Well, too
And
bad.
Jess is like, well, there's a band coming, and they already booked it and reserved it, and you're in your bedroom now. I'm like, yeah, it's one bed. Guess what? Check out the side barn thing with the bed in there, which has all this room. Jess, guess what? I'll put another bed in there. Problem f***ing solved. What do you do? I'm home. At one bed. Let's take it. So we'll get another bed, put it in there. Problem solved.
Did you ever use Lima's virtual reality headset?
Yeah.
What was that like?
I did not understand it one bit because
Okay, this is the part I want to see right here.
you put
Yeah,
on
it
this
was-
helmet thing, and she's like, tell me which one makes you feel more soothing or feel better. So in the right eye is a fucking kitty cat all purring and stuff. I'm like, oh, I love that. I can't wait to pet
Cute.
it. Then in the left eye is a goddamn Tyrannosaurus Rex charging you and trying to eat you. I'm like, which one do you pick? I picked the fucking kitty cat 100%.
And then what she...
Oh my God. What is that? That's like mind melting.
Yeah, she puts that one lady died under, I believe, under the virtual
Yeah.
reality.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What?
I think she had a heart attack or something.
Yeah.
From being under distress.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's not lying about the virtual reality stuff. He's not lying about
Yeah.
that. I don't think he's
Yeah,
lying.
I
about
read
that.
about that. That was real strange.
Mm-hmm.
That when you
But you're on
passed?
the right track. I'm like, of course I am.
So they didn't put you in any scenes like virtual, like Skid Row, for example.
You know what? After that point, I did a couple more. I'm like, this, I don't get it. But anyway, when all the 911 calls that you played me of her, she says on all of them to the police, we have to let Bam think that we're on his side.
Basically,
but we
the
have to lock
gist.
him up and throw away the key. We have to make Bam think we're on his side. Why couldn't she say, we're on Bam's side, but we have to
Please?
make him think? That means you're not on my side.
Please don't tell him I told you because I want him to trust
Exactly.
me and I want him.
That's exactly what she said.
I want him to work together towards his treatment when he gets back in rehab. I think he might be at this place. Oh no, I'm calling him back. Oh, now he's over here at the courthouse all day trying to get another Marchman order, having the police come out, saying you was titty ripping, wasn't ripping. It's just like, I don't know, but I'm very curious about how your face
Titty
ended up in a
ripping?
billboard. And
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Say it.
I forgot about the titty ripping part. Like he ripped off the titties. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
God.
ripped a titty.
He's ripping titties, y'all.
virtual reality hell.
I don't know. I didn't even know about that. But Stephen Timmer, the interventionist, I have the Guinness Book of World Records of longest Florida shuffle.
You were saying that
from him.
last time.
So he says, I had 90 days to do, and then I'm like at 88. I have 2 days left.
We did this one.
Okay.
We did this one. And he kept saying you threw a cigarette on the bush and then it was burned down the
They
forest.
filmed
and-
it smoking, but it wasn't on fire. And it was just one bush. He's like, you could have lit the whole forest on fire. You're going to a different place.
Which
Like,
I think you actually, oh no, that's not California, but it does happen like that in California.
Yeah.
Like a little tiny thing and the whole forest will blow up.
Yeah.
But it seems
It
like
can
maybe it was
happen
just a
like
ruse.
that anywhere.
For-
Yeah, that's anywhere with
Yeah,
trees
maybe
and
don't.
leaves.
Yeah, don't flick cigarettes in nature. Like
Yeah.
that's not hard.
True. True. How did Bam get this bad? I remember watching Jackass as a kid, and he was my favorite member. But he's not the Bam we used to know.
No.
Something
But
else.
Steve Timmer, I guess, called the police and said that I was in a hotel room with a prostitute.
He said that,
doing
yeah, we played the
It was
911
my
call.
fucking Aunt
Aunt Missy.
Missy. You idiot.
So once you're back in LA, you planning on staying there for a while? Because maybe hopefully to see Phoenix?
Playing Nikki.
You're going to play nice with Nikki. Good. You should, though.
I've talked to him or seen him. My heart is broken.
You ought to be able to see him and you ought to act right when you're around him. And it's all about him and stuff, too.
But
you know?
even to answer my FaceTime, I'm 3,000 miles away. So if you see that I'm normal, let me talk to him. And if you slightly think that I'm slurring a word or whatever, then hang up on me.
So how you been feeling and all that, working toward all that to be able to...
I mean, the lawyers are still working on it, but David fucking Glasshole, Nikki's lawyer,
Yeah.
is billing her $100 a minute. So he's like, Nikki, don't answer Bam's calls. He has to go through me, and so do his mom and dad and anybody who calls. Yeah, because you want $100 a minute charge. She's probably got a $20,000 to $30,000 bill that she probably can't afford, and I ain't paying for it. When it's fucking, we could spend 2 minutes figuring this out. Nikki, when is better for you for me to FaceTime Phoenix? How about high noon on Wednesday or fucking 1 on Tuesday? That's
Why don't
it.
y'all put like something in the schedule and it's just the same time, and then Phoenix can expect it and know when he's going to see you next, talk to you next. You can expect it. Everybody can plan. Maybe I don't know. Just what do I know?
Now I'm up to 20 grand and she's probably up to 20 grand or more. So 40 grand to figure out if Wednesday's better than Tuesday. We can figure this out on our own.
Well, David Glass has to get paid. You
Well,
know he
of
has
course.
to get
And
his
she
paycheck.
thinks that David Glass is such a good. He's got my back big time. He don't give a fuck about you. He wants money.
See, and that's the thing. I kind of halfway agree with him there. I
Yeah.
think
Oh, yeah.
people are definitely exploiting the fact that he's fucked up right now. And because honestly, when it comes down to the kid, that should be between him and the ex. And
Yeah.
when he can FaceTime, why does it need to have a mediator if they can figure it out? Now, again, we're just hearing his side. We're not hearing her. So, you know.
You know, I want to point out too that it is very impressive that even when he was fucked up, he could remember like everybody's fucking names. I can't remember 50 people's names on a good day sober, and he's
Do you
like
know-
spitting
do you know
out
why?
everybody's lawyers' names. Why?
He's probably got them tattooed all over him.
Oh yeah,
Okay, I'm done with Eva for the night. I'm done with Eva for the night. I'm done.
That's a good point though. Yeah, he probably does.
Well, he has everything else tattooed on him, like his credit card
Yeah.
details and all that sort of stuff. Like, I don't know. It's just, He's got one of those crazy ass memories too, I guess.
Yeah.
I kind
It's kind of
of
impressive.
agree with Matthew Walker here. I find this interview series has just benefited her. If she really cared about Bam, would have controlled this interview rather than let him rant.
Mhm. Well said.
He has been her lawyer and other stuff too.
Yeah, and he said to fucking TMZ and
He
all the
did.
press that I am a deadbeat dad who's not provided her any checks or a transportation car, and I bought her a fucking car fucking 6 months ago. Fact, I have the paperwork to prove it, and I have at least 15 checks that say $5,000 straight to her bank account. So, fuck you, and that is defamation.
But facts ain't defamation.
Well, he didn't do his research. I fact bought her a car.
There it is.
Then is why she I think she loves to drive me bonkers because she left it in Petaluma when she flew back to Burbank. So I had a skate friend who lives up there drive it down for me, paid him $1,000 to do it, and I had to
Destin
fly him
Dern,
home.
huh?
No, my buddy Jesse Ray Goings.
Jesse Ray Gollings.
Yeah. So I flew him home for doing that, gave him $1,000 and paid for his flight. Then now it's in San Diego and she's in LA. I say, Nikki, I'm going to come up tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'll probably be there by high noon in Burbank to deliver you your car. Is that cool for you? She's like, yeah, it's cool with me. I'm like, okay, so the Derns are going to follow me up. I'm going to pay them to take me back, and I'll see you at noon. Please answer the phone. I got there at noon. We sat there on a fucking corner at Burbank, calling her off the hook, texting her off the hook. We waited till 5 at night till she finally answered. And I knew that she was looking at it because her friend Tina was texting me as she's talking to him saying, I'm talking to Nikki now. I'm like,
JC, I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's horrible.
oh, so she definitely has seen my text and missed calls. She wants to drive me bonkers. She wants to show the lawyer, I'm fucking here waiting, and it's so embarrassing, and you're an asshole, and you're a rude, crude fucking, she wants
Yeah.
that to be like, look, Lord, look how he treats me.
So then you gotta think one step ahead and outsmart her and not fall into it.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore, but if you scroll up and read the rest, it's like, Nikki, I really miss you in Phoenix, and I really need to talk to you, and I would love to see Phoenix, but we have to talk about a matter of maybe selling the castle, because I know you think Phoenix is going to have it when he's 18, and he probably will, but I want to talk to you before this happens, because I know you're going to be mad at me. So call me up to see if it's a good idea. She don't care. I can honestly say, I've been stabbed, and I'm bleeding out. I have 10 minutes to live. Please call me. She would either not answer or say, you. Which boggles my
That's
mind
tough.
because she was never like that. We were so in love
Yeah.
for years. That more
Yeah,
than
Do you think maybe
being
like
on
some-
drugs will make somebody, not want anything to do with you. Like, I mean, like it's sad, but it gets to that point where you got to pick you and your child over somebody that's choosing drugs.
And you know what? She may very well still love him. But love ain't got shit to
Exactly.
do with her child and her child's safety.
Exactly, that changes everything.
That changes everything because once you become a parent, that child is more important than your own life.
Yep.
That child comes first.
Yes.
And there's no damn way in those last 3 interviews would I want my child to see that. There's no damn way.
Exactly.
No damn way.
somebody got to her and maybe
Yeah, it's
she's
called
working
her
with.
brainwashing brother Warren and David Glass, and I guess whoever. I don't even know who she hangs out with anymore, but they probably are like, don't answer the what does she call me, the abuser?
Oh God.
Her friends.
Okay.
Oh, the abuser's calling. You don't need this kind of stuff. I'm Phoenix's father, and he needs one, and he wants one, and I want him.
Well,
so
that's
when I
why-
FaceTime, this is why I got all mad at that Thai restaurant.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, talk about that.
We had such a blast at the barracks skating with Phoenix at the skate park, and then we went on Hollywood Boulevard with 8-year-old Isabel, and there were 2 peas in the pod. We're holding hands,
She was
jumping on the
mad that
stars.
y'all were a big happy family.
Yeah, we're going, and 1, 2, 3, and jump. We're having a blast. I turn around, she has a resting bitch face. I'm like, what's the problem? She's like, it's just one big fucking happy family. I'm like, what's wrong with a happy family? What do you want to be, a miserable family?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, I think probably what's best is if y'all could at least learn to like, oh my God, tolerate each other's presence, because at the end of the day, it's going to keep being an issue of being able to see Phoenix.
Yeah. So
it's like,
as we're FaceTiming, I'm in San Diego, she's in Burbank. I go, hey, Phoenix, when would you... First of all, I say, Nikki, it's all about Phoenix, right? Isn't it? It's our problem. It's
Yeah.
all about the boy.
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, that's correct. I'm like, so Phoenix, when would you like to see me? He's like, Daddy, I wish you'd get in the car right now and come as soon as possible. I'm like, well, I would love to do that, Phoenix, and I would if I could. Nikki, what do you think? I think we should wait at least 5 days. Hold it right there. I think. So it's about you. Well, he's only 5. What does he know? He knows that he wants to see his dad right away. That's what he knows.
well, and I'm
I'm
sure
like, you're
he
making up his
does.
own fucking mind. That's why I freaked out at that Thai restaurant.
Well, we can't be doing that no more.
Well, I know.
But
That's why I have the shaman to teach me patience and fucking forgiveness and all that shit.
patience, forgiveness, and
And yes, and not telling people that you're going to smoke crack until you die unless you see your son.
Yeah, I want to know more about the shaman too. I just get a weird feeling, like there's something weird
I agree.
about him.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
probably.
somebody just taking his money again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's probably paying this man to teach him life lessons he should have already learned at the age of 40? How old is he?
I think
I
he's
mean-
like, I think he's around my age.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He should have. I mean, like, I don't know. There's just something real scammy about somebody teaching you life lessons you should have already learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are two big ones. Breathing.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if y'all had it in the schedule, you wouldn't have to coordinate. It'd just be in the schedule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every Wednesday at blah blah o'clock.
Exactly.
And then that will allow Phoenix to look forward to know when he's gonna. But then you got to show up.
Yeah.
You can't skip.
Skip, I will show up instantly whenever a phone rings. If the phone rang now and said, get on the flight, you can see Phoenix, I'll
Gotta
be like,
go, bye.
I love this interview, but I love Phoenix more, goodbye.
Of course. Yeah, I would send you on your way. Definitely. That's the way you should do. So I'm optimistic that you're going to be able to see Phoenix. Everything's going to be pleasant and beautiful, and we're going to all be one big happy family. That's what I'm going to push into the universe. So what other important things you want to
I
cover?
don't want to put blame on anybody, but honestly, with the Vicky bullshit, with my mom, my dad, and my brother thinking Castle Jazz and all that, the term driving somebody to drink is all them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, no, you're going to blame it. Well, they're driving me to drink. It's the only thing that comes in.
Bro,
No, I hate that so much.
Yeah,
No.
can't blame other people for what you're doing. No.
That
Yeah.
is your decision to do.
Yeah, you're in the driver's seat. What are you talking about?
nope.
Down besides cigarettes.
Do you want to stop drinking? Is this a desire you have, or?
When I was a year and a half in rehab, so what's the class today? It's to teach you that alcohol's bad, it's not any good. Well, I already know that. Then what I have to do? Then you have to take another class to teach you that alcohol isn't very good and it's kind of pretty bad. Yeah, well, I already know that. So what are you going to do when you get out? Step on a fucking White Claw.
So you don't want to stop drinking, and you're not going to stop until you want to stop.
I do, and that's
You
why.
do.
That's another reason why I'm flying to LA tomorrow to talk to my buddy Warren Boyd, not Nikki's brother. His name is actually Warren Boyd from Wavelengths Treatment Center in Huntington.
Yes.
And also, Lamar Odom is.
Would not be linking up with Lamar Odom.
Well,
I did the most basic of research. He's got a GoFundMe going on
Yeah.
right this very second for one of those rehab wavelengths.
Yeah. Well, I also.
Wait a second.
Well, I also
that
wanted to talk to
Warren Boyd?
Betty Ford in Palm Springs as well, just
Betty
to hear them out.
Lyman?
Ford.
Oh, Ford, the hospital.
It's a treatment. Yeah.
You're gonna go to Betty Ford.
Huh? Well, I just want to hear him out, just to see. But I haven't been drinking as much as I used to. I'll sip on a couple of drinks, but never ever out of control. Never do shots. Never.
That's an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Just by the way he
Yeah.
described it, that's an alcoholic.
He's got a healthy relationship with alcohol,
Bitch,
right?
I knew you were
Yeah.
gonna say that. I knew it. You know what? I had it in the back of my mind. It was either gonna be Bunny or Eva to say it was a healthy relationship
Yup.
with alcohol. I knew it. Y'all shady as hell. Shady as hell. Shady ladies. That's what I surround myself with. All
Love
three of
it.
y'all.
Never do hard shit.
What's helped you the most to not drink? Anything you've tried? I know none of it's been fully, you've said none of it really fully works.
Just like the shaman, or like reading or writing or keeping busy or
I
skateboarding
just
or
feel
just
like
whatever.
this group therapy model is just like, I don't know. What do you think about it? Like sitting around saying I'm an alcoholic and now I'm going to talk about my whatever.
The whole AA thing, I just don't get.
And it works truly it does work
Yeah,
for some people.
obviously it does. But,
Yeah.
but for me, I just don't get the point of telling old war stories. It's always like,
Yeah, it's so
you
true.
know,
It's-
I've been 7 years sober now. And boy, let me tell you, 7 years ago, I used to do some dumb things. I used to black out and
and
kick
then
the
they're
door
all
down
living in
and
it.
scream at my wife and boo-doo-doo. I don't need to hear your fucking war stories.
And that's what I
Help.
fear is going to happen at the Betty Ford. It's
Yeah.
just like they're with these people, and like some of them awesome, wonderful, great people. Some of them it's going to work for them.
Like, where was everybody in 2013 when I was on a rock tour bus and everybody would wake up the fucking Adderall?
Wait a minute. Is she discouraging him to go to Betty Ford?
I
Yeah.
kind of thought earlier when he was saying that somebody was going to some like camp or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, they're sending you there." Like I thought that she was about to like discourage it, but then he said it was somebody else, and she was like, "Oh, that's great." I
Yeah.
thought then like she was about to discourage him. Like, yeah, she don't want her cash cow going away for a minute. She
Yeah,
wants to
but-
be able to keep milking him.
Yeah, like she discouraged him about Lamar Odom. Like, oh, I've read some about Lamar Odom, and now it's this
Yeah.
Betty Ford stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that like, Lamar Odom actually went out of his way to get Bam into one of their treatment centers because that's what he's doing. Like that's his his bit, his lot in life at the moment. Like he's putting his work towards treatment centers for people that
Yeah.
can't really
Wow.
deal with it. So I think, like, you know, him saying I want to go and hear him out, and then her going, "Oh, I wouldn't do that." That's anti-productive. That's not doing much good for him.
Yes.
Listen, here's the thing. They might do the same thing in these treatment places, but he might find the one that makes him more comfortable and makes him want to change. And they might be doing the exact same thing, but it might not have been a good fit over here. But what if he goes to Betty Ford and they do the same things, but the vibe is better? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he feels more comfortable. It's like, bro.
Exactly. It's the same as like when you're looking at getting you know, therapists and that sort of stuff. You don't stop at the one and go, I don't like it, I'm not doing it, because you have to find the right one for you.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And so this is exactly the same thing. And like, you know, eventually you're going to be ready enough to take on the responsibility that this is what I'm doing with my life and I want to change it. So this could be it. And she's discouraging it. And this is really hard and disheartening, isn't it? Like, I can't believe it.
All cocaine and booger sugar snoot snout left and right and whiskey and hot tea to wake up with. I was larried up by high noon.
Were you ever like legitimately afraid of any of those stunts? Like you were scared something bad could happen, or were you just going wide open, like didn't care?
Yeah, a whole lot of times. Yeah,
you were really general. Why'd you do it?
Because I don't know. It's like skateboarding. Like if you backlip a fucking 20-stair handrail, there's a very good chance you're going to rack your nuts backwards and pop your head. But it's the love of skateboarding and the passion of it. It's just what you do.
I get that. But like some of the stuff y'all were doing was like shit and running down the street. What about that weird stuff though? Like swimming in the garbage and weird shit that they were doing. Like the Steve-O stunts basically.
You know, there's a lot of stuff that I just don't find very funny. You know, like a guy wearing a thong with a wig with a nose on doing a tutu backflip in a fucking pool of piss with an ice skate on. It's
what was that about? Why were they even? But people were watching it. People were watching it and people loved it for whatever weird reason.
Let's talk about Jackass 4. I mean,
let's play.
What?
So he wants to talk shit about all of Steve-O's little bits and stuff, but he was always the one that was real willing to get shit shoved up his ass. I want to point that out. Like, he's just real gung-ho about taking jabs at Steve-O.
Yeah, it's mainly because I think he's overcome, he's in his sobriety, right? He's overcome all of that stuff, and maybe like he's sort of looking at him like, well, you're so good now because you don't have a drink. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know? And that even says to me that he's not in the right mindset to change again. So it's sad.
I had to have a lawsuit with Dick House and Paramount.
You want it?
Yeah, and let's just say, because I had to sign something to say I can't. Let's just say I'm happy with the outcome. But Jackass 4, everybody's like, what the f***? This is supposed to be a tribute to Ryan Dunn to get the band back together. Who the f*** is Jasper? And why is his dad eating a tarantula or some shit?
I thought you were making the Ryan Dunn.
Who are these new people? What the f*** is this?
It's very weird. And then they all went on podcasts and tried to promote it. And then, I don't know. It was weird the whole time.
Well, you could easily polish a turd because if you look at the timeline of a movie, it's 2 hours long. And let's say mediocre shit, bullshit, pretty good. They take the best shit in 30-second trailer and make it look awesome. They say that this is the best one yet. Boom, 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 Jackass 4 coming out soon. Who's that? Like, it's just like best movie ever. And then maybe it says a little caption like, by fucking Brad Smith. Who the f***?
Yeah, someone's dad or whatever.
But when you're seeing it, best movie ever. And oh, wow, best movie ever. But if you look close, it's like, who's Brad Smith? And why did anybody could have said that?
That's right. It's right. That's going on a lot lately. It's like this person said blah blah blah. It's like you look at it, it's like, well, that person.
Tremaine's aunt from Pittsburgh could have said that.
Probably was her, to be honest. If I had to put money on it, could have been her, to be honest.
So now let's get to this.
Okay.
So I have so much frustration and anger buildup that the shaman flew in to teach me forgiveness and to chill. But man, it would be so nice.
The shaman flew in. Come on, dude. It's cash grab.
Yeah, and the fact that he said before that the shaman was there with his wife as well. He's bringing his wife along to it. Like, it's a big, like, let's go on holiday. Let's go.
Yeah, we get a vacation.
Of the boat. Yeah. My God.
Nice to just... When I see Knoxville, well, and Tremaine, but Tremaine's too much of a pussy to do anything, and I know that. He filed a restraining order against me when I was in Florida, and he was 3,000 miles away. I said I was going to burn your house down on a text. I'm in treatment. I can't leave. How am I going to do that? Well, he filed a restraining order. What a pussy.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Official pussy. And then he made everybody on Jackass 4 sign a contract saying everybody could get messed with at any given time except me because I'm the director. So? I got to concentrate, make sure I say get hurt in action and get bitten by a shark poopy so you get 35 whoopee grand when they made 150 in the box office. $1 million.
So you
So
would.
get hurt in action. All right, we got the shot now. Poopies doesn't have a fucking arm, and I'm going to go buy a new house and collect all the money. And take all the credit of writing when...
So knowing what you know now,
Yeah.
just
So,
okay.
I want to take all my frustration because I see red. I want to get into a fucking boxing ring with Knoxville, take off your fucking mittens.
Well, I don't think it's probably gonna happen then. If that's how you're approaching the marketing.
I double dog dare you, Knoxville, because if you double dog dare, he's going to do it.
That part-
I'm gonna be honest. More than likely, Knoxville would probably fuck him up for the simple fact that Bam is fucked up.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He seems to be able to stand on his own 2 feet without swaying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My
Triple
word.
dog dare you. Because if you think about all the things that he's done to me, I had to sign a contract, vulnerable in rehab, without a lawyer present or a manager. It
Under
was 20
duress.
pages long. They saw me not read it. They say, if you don't sign this, then you're not going to be in the movie and make your $5 million or whatever it usually is. And you have to pay 90 grand for this rehab for 90 days. And they put me in for Adderall that I was prescribed to for 13 years. They made me cut that off cold turkey. I basically slept for a month, and then alcohol. So Adderall and alcohol.
You basically slept for a month?
Yeah, because when you cut it off cold turkey,
Oh, Adderall.
Yeah.
Yo, I know. So
when
it was because they cut it off, not because they were giving you something that was making you sleep?
no. So
Okay.
when they cut me off, I didn't go to treatment yet because they made me chill at my house.
Johnny Knoxville is all gray, JC. You are not mad at you. Not mad. Oh my God, you're not wrong about that. He's got white hair.
And he is looking fine.
He
I'm telling you,
is.
the older that man gets, I'm like,
I do agree. I agree with you. I think he looks better now than when he did when he was younger.
he does.
I agree.
I couldn't leave the state of Pennsylvania. That was part of the contract.
Right.
Which I live a mile from Delaware. It's tax free. That's
Were
where
you
I go
having a
grocery
check-in?
shopping.
And you were having a check-in with people on the FaceTime, Jed Wallace, I think?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, and he would
So-
just call you randomly.
Yeah, and one time I have to breathe on SoberLink, go to urgent care piss test, and 4 times a day SoberLink. One time at 0001. It's like basically going like
You
this
had a
to line.
kombucha.
Like dipping your tongue in. They FaceTime me. What's in the background? I'm like, yeah, it's a kombucha. Oh, that sets it off. I'm like, I love kombucha. I can't have one of these. What the fuck?
Oh, you can't?
No.
Or you couldn't under that.
So I'm on more drugs in a treatment center that they. So Adderall and alcohol I go in for. Then
Okay.
when I'm in, I'm on bupropion, propanolol, lithium, Latuda, Abilify, Seroquel, Trazodone, Tramadol, Zyprexa, Depakote.
Oh, Seroquel and Depakote are no joke.
Tramadol's no joke either.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
him on some serious sedatives. Like
Tramadol
bad.
is insane, but I have Seroquel and that knocks me out after an hour. So
Yeah,
fucking
the bad ex-boyfriend, he was on Seroquel, and what's the other one I said? The other one is like a really bad tranquilizer.
I've had 3 of those things that are on the board.
Wait,
Yeah.
it was Seroquel and Depakote. Depakote's pretty bad too. Yep.
Oh my god.
Depakote's really bad. Yep. With my bad ex, on the days off I had from work, 'cause I was working 2 full-time jobs when I was with him. On the days that I would have off, because my 2 jobs would coordinate on what day to give me off, I hate to say this, but he was abusive, so fuck it. I used to give him a little extra Seroquel, just so he would sleep in till about 5 in the afternoon. Just so I could have some peace in my life. Literally.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Entree, gabapentin, metamorphin, naltrexone, Vyvanse, and it goes on and on
Wait,
and on.
Vyvanse is actually pretty good.
Well,
If,
Oh
if
my
used as
god.
prescribed.
Well, all
What?
the side effects.
Actually
Wait,
pretty good.
what?
She's something. She's something.
Oh,
I used to get slipped Vyvanse by someone in a situation, and I'm telling you, that shit will fuck you up.
Really?
Yes. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
I mean, I felt like I smoked
Well,
meth or something.
If used as prescribed.
Well, all the side effects of all of them are basically
So
hair
when-
loss, weight gain, stiff muscles, can't skate, erectile dysfunction. I can't even f my own wife for months and months and months.
Okay. Oh,
and
my
then
God.
suicidal tendencies. And I had them. And if I knew if I kept taking this shit, then I breached my contract and I'm not in the movie. So I stopped taking that shit. They said, you breached your contract. I'm like, right, what's the point of having $5 million when I'm 6 feet in the ground dead because of you motherfuckers? So
So you thought that the regime that they had you on could potentially result in you losing your life.
yeah, and then just the fact that you know, Knoxville and Dick House, those kids and fucking Tremaine, they all take the credit of Big Brother starting it.
They do.
Well, you use CKY
Footage.
1 and 2K to even create the pilot of Jackass before you even did Big Brother. And if you do the math, CKY has sold millions of copies.
Already.
If you look up how many Big Brother copies have sold, it probably might be 10 to 20,000. Whoopee.
I went back and looked at a couple of those covers recently, and that shit was weird. Big Brother magazine was very weird.
What?
On the covers,
You know,
we'll put a few right here.
My
for
big
you.
brother f***ed me straight up the ass. So I'm the biggest gay guy that ever lived because I've taken it up to tailpipe so many times. You know, just call me gay.
Oh, Bunny.
my
There you
God.
go. That's what you
There
were
you
talking
go.
about, Bunny.
Yup.
I probably wouldn't.
Is
my
this your
God.
gayer than a lime green parakeet? Or
No, I don't. I think it's cute. I love this
do I
look.
look
This
gayer
is a
than a lake of
look.
pink fish with this thing? No.
A pink fish.
Gayer than a lake of pink fish? No.
Oh, that would be a pretty lake. You know, Louisiana has a pink dolphin.
So, with the pills and me fucking basically having suicidal thoughts, which I
Yeah.
really did have because
Yeah.
of Knoxville and Tremaine, and fucking taking my credits and claiming it as your own, my ideas, and just fucking me on Jackass 4 to the fullest extent. And then finally, I had bone spurs in my feet when I was probably maybe 30. I don't know the math, but it was lumps in my feet, like calcium deposits, a lot of them.
But
And
he
it
knows,
took
six
away
on
your
this one.
ability.
What?
he knows the meth though, not the mouth.
Stop.
Sorry.
He was on a roll tonight.
A
And on that
skateboard,
one.
you said.
And it didn't really hurt to
Or
walk,
professional,
to
right?
walk or run. It just hurt to jump down shit, which that's my skateboarding career. $20 million contract with fucking Element. So, and much, much more sponsors. But anyway, I was like, how did I get these? What did I do? How can I randomly get there? 3 years goes by. I'm doing flicking channels, and a rerun of Viva La Bam comes on, and it's the Knoxville Bam.
Yeah, we had it on the last episode.
So at 6 a.m., Dunn revs his motorcycle in my house. I'm like, and I'm sleeping. So I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I run out to see what it is, open up the door, and I step on all these fucking tacks. I'm like, ah.
And it was Johnny
So I look at
Knoxville.
it, and I look at all the tacks. I hit pause. I go, bone spur, bone spur, bone spur. That motherfucker ruined my money makers.
Yeah.
So get into a ring with me. Let's fucking go.
You mentioned that last time.
Sayonara.
Ring only.
Love you.
Okay, bye.
Get back. See you guys. Rock and roll.
Wait, what?
I gotta get to Los Angeles.
Wait, we have to take a picture.
No, I'm just kidding.
What the hell?
I got
What?
What is even happening?
You guys, he just went right. That's enough.
Yeah. He's like, bye.
Like mid sentence.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we covered it. Yeah, I think you did get everything. Because last time I did an interview with Lima, talking about everything, I started hyperventilating and I had a seizure. So I don't want that to happen again.
An interview with me?
No, with Lima.
When did you have an interview with me?
I did it a long time ago. But talking about everything got me so frustrated that I was like, I couldn't breathe right, thinking about all the.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
what? That's such a
Okay.
weird way to leave that interview.
Yeah, I don't even.
Okay.
Like, what?
The interview
What
just got
happened?
cut off.
What happened?
I
The drugs kicked in.
yes, nuclear winter, brain worms. That's exactly what happened. Brain worms.
God.
Wow. That was something. I feel
Right.
violated. The way that ended, like, I don't know. Like, what?
I mean,
I'm actually here with my mouth open going, what?
Yeah, I don't know what to say with that. I really don't. Okay.
I don't like her, but I loved her vest. I want that.
That was
Oh,
cute.
that's the one for Rose Pujabi video.
My brain's throbbing. I say this every time we watch the Bam Margera shit. Like, my brain is, I feel it hitting my skull. It's pulsating.
There was so many
Yeah.
incoherent sentences throughout the whole thing. Like, I don't want to like splice them all together and put them into a song. Like, none of it made sense mostly. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, just BT. I also had him at 1.25, so I don't know, but I will say he was a lot more sober than he was in the first 3 interviews.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sober's
Like-
still annoying, though.
Sober is still
Yeah,
annoying,
like-
yes.
Oh no, it was like I was still like listening and everything, but it was really hard to just keep up with what they were talking about because they kept going from subject to subject to subject. Like, really
there
fast.
was like no
In the middle of-
segues.
Yeah.
Like talking to 2 ADHD people, really.
Yeah. That's why if at some parts I if I sounded disinterested, it wasn't that I was disinterested. It was just I was so confused what they were talking about.
Girl,
Yeah.
I was losing interest. Don't even feel bad. I was like, what the fuck is this? Shit. Don't even feel bad.
Oh my god.
This is gonna make me turn to drugs.
I'm gonna smoke crack till you die.
yeah, if I start smoking crack, y'all know why.
Okay. All right. Okay. Y'all are bad. Y'all are so bad. Oh my god.
Oh my god. So
It's
do you reckon there's gonna be more?
God,
I hope not.
I hope not.
And she didn't really say the last interview, did she? Just said the fourth. So I don't know.
She said the
I want to
fourth.
see Steve-O interview her.
Ooh.
That would be
That-
very interesting.
Because I'm telling you right now, I think she lied about that. I do not remember him saying that they were smoking meth together.
But
yeah.
you know what? I'd believe it because she acts just as nutty as he does.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, she does act nutty.
I mean, really, like if that came out, I don't think I would be shocked at all.
I'm with Bonnie and Chad on this. I heard about 100 stories. All I remember is the dinosaur.
True.
Yeah.
I'll take the
True.
kitty.
I'll take the kitty.
Definitely take the kitty. Oh my god. All right. Anything else about this? I'm
I have nothing.
spent.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm spent. That gave me a headache.
I need
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Brittany needs to jump on her Minecraft. I gotta do dishes, and I gotta start looking up the Cody stuff because I'm gonna do a Cody live stream on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Because that heifer lied. in
Oh
several
yeah, she
places.
did.
In several
You called her
places.
a heifer? Oh
Yeah.
my.
I like that.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
like
she
that a lot.
deserves. I was gonna call her a bitch, but I was like, nah, I'll just say heifer.
That's a
She looks like
compliment.
a little goblin, though. I feel like if you call her a goblin, then that's fun.
I hate you so much. Let's see, what else? Oh, now recording's going live at 11 o'clock tonight.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
I know FPS Diesel, friend of the channel. He's actually interviewing with Turkey Tom at 8.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be
Ooh, spend an
crazy.
hour.
Yeah, he's going on Turkey Tom to talk with him. And that's did you see the Death Noodles Bo Black's interview?
I haven't watched it yet. Was it good?
I'm
No.
gonna be honest. I liked it so much. I went into Death Noodles DM say, hey, I just want to say that I liked the interview you did with Bo Blacks. You did a
What?
good job.
When-
Keep going up. Keep going.
When did
with
that
it.
happen?
I don't know when it happened, but the video came out today.
Oh, I'll have to go look at it. All
Yeah,
right.
go
If
watch
it's
it.
good, I might DM him and apologize for calling him an insecure cooter flap that one.
Listen, from what people, the buzz is they are liking the interviews he's doing right now. And here's my thing. You know what? And we were talking about BAM, so this kind of coincides, and I'm going to tell you why. I think Death Noodles had to hit rock bottom until he was forced to figure out who the fuck he was, and now he's acting like his true self.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because from what I'm hearing, these interviews that he's been doing lately have been good.
Yeah, because it's probably not all coked out and fucking up his own ass.
Yeah.
He's actually finally
That's
realized that.
So well said.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Diesel right there. It is good. See?
There you go.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I liked it. I'm about halfway through it right now because I started watching it before we got on here. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, even halfway through, I messaged him and say, "Hey, I just want to let you know that I really enjoyed. I'm really enjoying your interview with Bo Blacks. Keep up the good work." And he messaged me back, going, "Thank you for the kind words, Xylee. I appreciate it."
Oh, hell
Oh.
yeah.
So
All
yeah,
right.
I took the time to message you back. That's all right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is what we
Amazing.
all wanted. This is what we all wanted from the beginning from him was just be yourself and stop being weird.
Yes.
Look at him
Diesel,
flourish.
Diesel does have a good question. Wonder if he dropped the lawsuit against the 21-year-old employee, though.
Oh,
That's a good
yeah.
question.
Well, he did
Mhm.
put her in a fuck situation in that car going to that festival, so if anything, she should be suing him.
Yeah.
Ooh. But I mean, if he's on this path, and if that's the path he is taking, I say good for him. Because here's the thing. I never wanted him deplatformed. Me personally, and I don't think anybody else really called for it either. I never wanted him deplatformed. Okay?
No.
It was all for change your behavior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if he has actually changed his behavior, then that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Honestly, I just thought he was so annoying.
When he first took the ears off, I liked it, right? It was like, fuck yeah, you know, he's not edgy, but he's kind of tough. But then he went too far with it.
Yeah, he got
okay,
like
dude.
roid rage angry. It was weird.
Yeah, exactly. So no, but it was a good interview. Definitely check it out.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely though. Sweet.
So, all right. Anything else we want to talk about, or can we get out of here?
Yeah, I think we can get out of here. What do you think, chat?
What do you think,
Good
chat?
enough of
Are
this?
you done?
Good enough of Bam?
Are we done being Bam A-loggers? Doubt it, because every time something comes up, you know we're going to talk about it. But,
yeah, this is true.
But hopefully there's no more interviews, at least not with this chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, say goodbye to the chat, because I'm going to play the outro music.
Bye,
Bye,
chat.
chat. Thanks for hanging. Bye.
Goodbye, you crazy people. And we are recording tomorrow, so we will be having a video coming out on Saturday. And go make sure to check out Now Recording Tonight. Peace out.
Watch me. I'ma get it how I wanna get it, you don't get it. I can do anything, I don't got a limit. I'ma make my mind up, I'm committed. It might take some time, might take a minute. I won't give up, I don't give in a shit. I do what I want when I wanna do it. Call it a power or call it a gift. I call it persistence or driving some wit. I ain't no minute man. Good things take time when I'm in it, man. Give me some time and I'm with a fan. Now I'm gone too far from the beginning, man. I can teach you, but you gotta listen. I got lessons on lessons to give them. Think the masses are open and wishing and thinking and driven and cutting the ribbons. And they know they don't want it more than me. I work hard, they call it a disease. I work hard so I can go be free. But I don't work for anyone but me. But it didn't start like that. I was 9 to 5, didn't feel right. Had to get in touch with myself, get my mind back, to figure out what I want in this life that. And I don't regret it, failed a lot, but I learned my lessons. Got new moves, new things, new weapons, and now I finally got direction. You ain't got no time to be complacent. You only got one life to go make a statement. Everything you want, it'll all be waiting. So put your mind to it and you can become greatness. So don't quit, don't stop, push through it. You got dreams, one life, go do it. Make moves, improve, keep doing. A new life, new you can choose it. Watch me. Everybody know I got plans to take off. Everybody know I got bands, no J's on. I'ma do life like me, no days off. I don't really care what you think about me. Hate for the minds up like a disease. Filling me with fight, some life energy. Knowing that I'm doing something right if you hating. I just try to keep my mind real vacant. I took all my time in the basement. I spent half my life impatient. It was worth all the time and patience. Get it? The way I said it. Never mind, I don't have time, forget it. You can read all my rhymes on Reddit. They need a feed and damn it, I fed it. I got my eyes on the prize. I tell truth, don't hear no lies. I don't take, I give and guide. I don't break, I live and fight. On the chase, I got the sight. Vision goals, I set them right. Working through the lonely nights, worth it on the other side. If you try to make it fast, it won't last. Take a stab, make it bad. Face the fast, but still lag. Don't give up, don't look back. You got this, no stopping, no quitting, no stalling, no options. You're running, follow your dreams and find your calling. You ain't got no time to be complacent. You only got one life to go make a statement. Everything you want, it'll all be waiting. So put your mind to it and you can become greatness. So don't quit, don't stop, push through it. You got dreams, one life, go do it. Make moves, improve, keep